Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Bristol Data Week, and welcome to our first research event on AI, climate, and health. So it's brilliant to see so many people here, so much so that we've had to expand this room to extend all the way over there. I'm really excited about this day, and I'm really excited about this afternoon. A bit of background to the Gene Golding Institute. It's named after Professor Gene Golding, who's a mathematician and epidemiologist, founder of the Children of the 90s ALSPAC cohort study, which is a seminal study that's come out of Bristol University and has been instrumental in changing how we think about a lot of things in public health, particularly around data. This idea of collecting as much data as possible and using it for various things, even if you don't necessarily know what the first question is really where it sort of started. Gene still works at the university and is an inspiration to the Institute and to the rest of us. The Institute is a central place where we do data science and AI at the University of Bristol, and it was founded in 2016 to do exactly this. It's one of 4 research institutes that bring together people across the disciplines to tackle pressing problems in society. Our institute is specifically targeting towards using data and using data analytics techniques to extract as much information out of the data that we have. So we try to create an environment, we make an effort to create an environment where these kinds of conversations, like the one that we're going to have this afternoon, happen. And so I would encourage you to take the opportunity and meet people that you haven't met before, make new connections, especially across disciplines. Okay, we have these lovely podcasts that have been put together by our team. You can hear more about Gene Golding and her story. There's a QR code here, or you can just find it on Spotify if you just search for the Gene Golding Institute. Will Chapman, who is over there, has done one. Madeline, you've done one. They're super interesting, and I'd encourage you to go and listen when you are doing something that doesn't require your full attention at that particular moment in time. Okay. What we do, our mission is to foster these kinds of to support collaboration across the university. It's building collaborations and building partnerships. One of the things that we do is we manage the relationship with the Alan Turing Institute. We're obviously doing Bristol Data Week this week. We organize workshops all the way through the year, seminars, discussions. We've got the podcast that I've just mentioned. We also support grant development and build up the funding portfolio across the university through environmental statements. And one thing that I really want to highlight is a seed corn funding call that's going to happen shortly. I think the pre-announcement's been made, and I think the full announcement will be happening in July on artificial intelligence in health. There'll be further information in our newsletter, and come and talk to us now, or well, maybe not now, but straight after. One of the core things that we do is support data science across the university. So there's a free data science help desk, which is accessed through our JGI, and some of our representatives are here. You can just talk to them now, but you can also book some time and some data science and research software engineer support for projects that you want to do. And an important activity that's not covered here is building capacity and doing the training, like the training that's kind of dotted around Bristol Data Week, or every morning in Bristol Data Week, in person and online training for various aspects of data science. We also develop bespoke workshops. If there's a topic that we're not currently covering, come and talk to us, and we'll work with you to develop what it is to serve the need. This is Bristol Data Week. This is our sort of central annual bringing together people that are interested in data science, machine learning, and AI. We always try and make it as vibrant as possible with workshops, training, talks, panels, and most importantly, networking and meeting the people that you haven't met before. The whole point is to build together these solutions to problems that are around in society that we can solve with a better understanding of the data that's being generated all the time. The full schedule's here with this QR code, but I'll just go through this afternoon in a minute. One of the events that our sort of flagship event this week is AI for Good on Wednesday at 5 o'clock. And this is celebrating our national award, which the University of Bristol won for being the best university in the UK in 2024, which is, I mean, come on, yeah, of course we are. So, yeah, this is a celebration of that. We've got a keynote speaker who's going to give us an amazing overview of the AI landscape in the UK and beyond, actually, and a panel discussion with these lovely people. So please join us on Wednesday. I think it's in the Victoria Rooms. And we've got more events coming up. Again, a QR code will come to our website. And just join in and connect. We have a website. You can also get it through the QR code, but there's jgibristol.github.io website for the newsletter, for the social media, and how to get in touch with us. And with that, I will pass you to Katie Lidster from GW4, who's going to give us an overview of the Alliance.
Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm delighted to be here today to welcome you on behalf of the GW4 Alliance. My name's Dr. Katie Lidster, and I'm a Research Development Manager at GW4. And I've been asked to say a few words today about what it is that we do at GW4 and what the opportunities are to become involved and engage with us. It's really fantastic to see these series of workshops across the GW4 universities, and they provide an excellent opportunity for you to come together, to share ideas, build connections, and work together. And I want to give my thanks to the Turing Liaison Managers for making this ambition a reality, and many thanks to Izzy, who's made such a success of today's programme as well. So collaboration is at the heart of everything we do at the GW4 Alliance. We were founded over 10 years ago to bring together the research-intensive universities of Bristol, Bath, Cardiff and Exeter. And we work together to support a sustainable, innovative future through collaboration. We do this through many collaborative programmes and initiatives to drive forward collaboration and working together across the 4 universities. In May 2023, we celebrated our 10-year anniversary and we launched our new strategic vision with a focus on 4 strategic research themes. These being data and digital, health and well-being, sustainable net zero, and creative communities. As a research development manager, I focus on sustainable net zero and also digital transformation. GW4 is uniquely placed to take a leading role in advancing cyber and digital transformation, and our region is home to key national assets and academic centres of excellence. And there is no other UK region that matches the level of investment we see in digital-focused activity than in the Southwest. We're also home to the GW4 Isambard supercomputer, an initiative that started the GW4 community many years ago and has since attracted over £17 million in investment. We are exploring ways we can build on our success of our region and attract further investment and enable research at scale. I'm currently exploring the ecosystem across this area, so if you do want to engage with GW4, please do come and speak to me one of the breaks. I'd be really interested to know what you're doing and how we can collaborate and work together in this area. One of the main things that GW4 does is provide seed funding to develop new funding opportunities for new communities to come together, and we've awarded over £3.5 million in seed funding awards, and we've shown for every £1 that the universities put into this award, those communities go on to get return investment of £25 to 1. We have over 100 communities, and we have 2 seed funding opportunities available. We have the Generator Awards, which are an annual award, which will open at the end of the year. These provide funding for up to £20,000 to fund a 6-month project. So it could be a series of workshops, webinars, bid development workshops, anything that goes on to lead into further development and further bid writing. We also have development awards. These are an ongoing award, so you can apply at any time, and they're awards of up to £5,000 for a one-off activity or resource. We've recently just announced this year's Generator Awards, if you're interested. They're available on our website, and I know there is one award looking at AI digital transformation for sustainable energy networks, which is really exciting to see our strategic themes being awarded in the Generator Awards. But if you want to know any more information about how to apply for these awards and what we're looking for, please do come and speak to me on one of the breaks. So finally, I hope you enjoy the workshop today. I wanted to give my thanks once again to the touring liaison managers for making this possible. And if you have any questions about anything I've talked about in my talk or any of the funding available, please do come and chat to me or give me an email. Thank you.